Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video, and this one, there's probably all kind of people on YouTube talking about this anyway. You know, like by the time I get to it, I'm just saying my piece. It don't even get any views anyway, except for the people that already frequent my channel for other reasons. You know, it's just, well, I know about that shit, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna say my piece because it's any of you guys know me on here or on my channel anyway. It's something that you should think about because, okay, it's probably just run-of-the-mill bandwagon. Everybody else on YouTube getting shitloads of views talking about it. Okay, dude gets fined or whatever for making a gun with your finger and point. Like, I don't know, you get an argument with somebody over something stupid, your neighbors, coworkers, or whatever, whether you're black or whitewash. And well, this is a white dude who got in trouble for doing it, but no, outside of my TV news, maybe your local news, you probably get all kind of articles about this already that are different. But yeah, one made our news. Guy gets fined and all that, and there are people on our Facebooks not really happy with that. But okay, my one thing is too, you got to watch where you do it. Don't do the shit. Because like if people got cameras all over the place, your workplaces, don't do this shit. But my problem with them fining or putting people in jail over stupid shit like that, just like making a gun with your fingers or whatever, just going, my problem with going ahead and fining people for that, like, because what if the people said you do it and say somebody didn't do it and they're lying, okay? What if the person's lying? You got a couple people, neighbors that don't get along, a couple people are witnesses, yeah, I saw them do it. I mean, it can be, well, people that don't get along or of different races, and one person is lying. I don't want that stupid shit. Then you're not allowed to flip somebody off. I think instead of making a gun, flipping somebody off is, in some cases, and depending where you're at in a public place, some places, you know, they don't really enforce it. You can actually get fined for flipping people off in cars, and people do that shit all the time, but technically they can actually fine you. You know, a cop sees you for just giving somebody the middle finger. But then my stepdad used to have his favorite expression, this, and it says, yeah, what's that for? People that don't deserve the best, you know. But or can you hear this? You want me to turn it up? What, are they going to make that illegal too? Or do like they're doing in North Korea? The artificial intelligence in North Korea has the cameras everywhere else. And the bigger cities, where the more privileged and more obedient live, and everybody else chucked into this ghetto, and they can be walking on eggshells and just be thrown into a work camp, you know. Yeah, what is this country going to turn into North Korea? You're like, make every single gesture illegal? Yeah, and then put you in fear? Yeah, there are situations now where I admit you shouldn't go in a public place if you're fighting with somebody. If somebody's disrespecting you, be mature and be smart enough to make a comeback against them and watch. But you got to watch every single, there's some shit you shouldn't say, like anybody's going to shoot anybody or any stuff. Yeah, you got to be, somebody's disrespecting you, you have to be more clever and know if somebody's egging you on and deliberately hoping that you're going to say some shit so they can say in front of their buddies as it is, you know what I mean? But what, are we going to gradually start turning into like North Korea and shit? And then every little gesture, or like, for example, if any of these guys like in your neighborhood or mine, you got some friends that are both black and white. We have some agreements on certain ways we could just walk around all cocky with our chin in the air and certain gestures that are not flipping anybody off. You can greet people that you're friends in a humorous way, or be flipping people off, or walk a certain way, a fuck the world attitude, you know, in a certain way, but then you believe in mankind where it counts or whatever. But every little, yeah, like, it's actually that way in North Korea already. They got artificial intelligence with them street cameras, and then every little face you make, if you have too cocky of a face, you look like, if your face looks like the attitude, like a, like, what are we going to do? Just make everybody into little mamby-pambies with little, with these, wearing these nerd shirts and all wear your hair like this little mamby-pamby, walk around, or maybe the childlike look with the t-shirt and shorts and the hair a certain way and walk around with his face like all mamby-pamby, differently from maybe your friends or my friends that work next to that also wear similar t-shirts and shorts that are a little on the more cocky or tougher or cynical side. Yeah, I mean, it's not the clothes, it's just what I'm trying to establish is the mentality with part of society wants, whether it's the t-shirt and shorts, they want that childlike look, and even wearing the hair, the mamby-pamby, and the collared nerd shirt, and skinny arms, and okay, and be obedient to everything. Part of society, they don't even want no fucking cocky looks, whether you're black or white watching this. They don't want no cocky looks. I made comments on some of my social media. They don't want self-confidence. Any kind of you're walking is offensive, and somebody might, any kind of you're walking around too cocky, like you're too confident. If somebody feels scared or feels threatened, that it's scary because you maybe they look too scary, you look too scary or too cocky, and somebody feels threatened. They'll stop you on the streets, and you can get stopped on the streets and somebody pat you down because somebody respectable that's bitching. So they send the authorities that are actually the lapdogs. You know, maybe they don't want to do it; they're following orders. And yeah, you don't give me no cocky looks, or do what we say, or I'll knock your ass out, or yeah. And don't try to get our badge numbers while we're walking away either. We'll have you beaten in, you know, some kind of damn way, or then all of a sudden, you know, something might just show up in your hands that you never even owned, you know, to cover somebody's ass, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's what, anyway, just, yeah, that should happen. But anyway, to start with, yeah, at the same time, you got to be careful. Don't let anybody make you angry or jumpy where you're going to do such gestures. You can flip people. So far, we can flip people off or shit like that, or tell somebody to go fuck ourselves, or in my case, I'll tell somebody, oh, go fuck a porcupine, you damn son of a bitch, or whatever the hell. But even certain kind of swear words in certain public places, you get an argument. Oh, somebody can tell somebody there too. Every little still posture. If somebody is putting their finger in your face and telling you what you better do, and it's in an authority, whether it's a workplace or in the street or some hierarchy in the street, it's challenging and confrontational. If you don't cringe to them or whatever, or if you go to them like, what, huh? What, you know, or what, you know, if you're like, they put their, you know, somebody putting their fist or finger in your face that they're in authority, whether it's in a workplace, yeah, we can make you destitute, we can have you thrown in jail or destitute, make sure you're homeless, and then you have no voice nowhere, and we can say anything you want to, you know what I mean? So you either shut your mouth. So every single look you give somebody too, people don't want that anymore, and the people that you encounter that want that shit, although I know you should have some common sense too, but the people that don't want that shit, you're going to encounter a lot of them. Some of them people want communism. They want a free country if it, in a way, it suits them, for them, but not you. It's there are some people that actually want a neo-communist type democracy, that they want immunity. They do as I say, not as I do, and they can stick their finger in your face and tell you what you better do or better not do. Or yeah, like if you're whatever somebody's getting in your face or cringing to, all kind of, well, this dovetails into all kind of shit that, you know, you gotta be smarter than a particular person so you don't lose your job or be miserable and broke too. What people want, that they can speak to somebody any way they want because they have a mob. But, well, anyway, in a nutshell, to end this, it's to remind you of all that shit. But in all them scenarios I mentioned, you know, what if a person's lying? You know, like I said, don't let anybody make you mad or jumpy to say certain things too, because that's what people want. But yeah. And the gun and the finger thing, you still got to watch where you do that if you're stupid enough, because while the shootings and shit that should be going on that shouldn't be going on,